We are not alone. There's more to life than this. Show me what you know. Take me to that place. I'm stuck within these walls. I need a quick escape.
this is FantasyEsque and welcome back to The Sims 4 Vampire Amazon Royal Saga with the Salizar Coven. We are picking up in Forgotten Hollow with our queen, who has come to visit her twin princesses, which were born in the previous episode. We want to see them settled into the Creature Cradle and, of course, more importantly, I should say, we want to take a good look at the dragon twins who have aged up into toddlers, and they are identical. So I am obviously excited because you guys know how much I love my identical twins. The entire coven has come to visit, including our alchemist, so I'm very excited to dive into all of this. Now, in the beginning, we saw that the queen was immensely happy with the birth of her princesses. I mean, obviously, we all were. And then Yuki gave the suggestion that the news should be spread throughout the entire empire because people need to know that the throne is secure, the line of succession will continue, everything's settled, our queen's like super successful, nothing to be worried about, she's not having any sons whatsoever right now. She's given us like the heir and the spare in one go, straight off the bat. So it's big news. It's huge. Obviously, this means that the queen is blessed. At least that's how everyone else is going to interpret it. And then Saphyra went out with her soldiers. They spread the news throughout the empire. Everyone was happy. She came back to report some things to the queen. One of those things was that we need to go visit the kiddos. So this is where we are. Now, the queen has already given Ciri a key to the castle. Hopefully that means Ciri is going to visit us a bit more frequently and be like a part of the coven a lot more than we've had brood mothers be in previous generations. So okay, let's dive in. Now the queen is up here because for some reason the babies are separated. We have Guinevere, Princess Guinevere is like up here in a bassinet, and then we have our heiress, Princess Eden, down here. I don't know why that is because there's like 3 bassinets here. The babies should have been down in the same room, kind of like we had with Lagatha and Meredith, but oh well, what can be done? Now, Angel, she's kind of spending some time with the queen. Yuki is glitching into walls or into fireplaces for some reason. Galaxia, she's over here being fit. Okay, you do you. But of course, Saphyra is down here with Ciri, Myron, those twins, these twins, as a twin. It's crazy. We've got so many twins going on. But she's obviously the champion, and the soldiers are directly under her in terms of command, so she wanted to meet Myron because I don't think she had the opportunity to do so before. But let's take a look at our little twins, who I'm so excited about. They look adorable, I tell you. Now, one thing that you guys might notice, so the one on the left is Lagatha, and the one in red is Meredith. Meredith is very thin for a toddler. Like, she's thinner than Lagatha. You might notice it when I give a closer look at the two, but I think Lagatha is the fussy one and Meredith is the clingy little baby. Okay, everyone's moved out of the way. We should take a look at them now. But, oh, they're so adorable. They're really pretty. They're really pretty babies. But you guys might notice that something is a little bit odd about their eyes. What's going on? Well, imagine my surprise when the children of 2 vampires with glowing eyes popped out with normal eyes. So I don't know what the go is there. We have had problems with spellcasters where, like, if the parents have glowing eyes, it for some reason doesn't register with the toddlers and the children. And actually, I think the reason for that is because the glowing eyes are inherently for the vampire occult, and you need mods to apply it to other species, races, whatever else when you call it, other supernaturals, even humans. You need mods to apply it to them, so the game gets confused and can't apply it to spellcaster / human kids, and that's why it just reverts their eyes back to the normal ones, but we've never had that issue with vampire children. Vampire children should be able to have every single vampire colored eye with no issue because they are vampires and the game registers that transition. The game doesn't get confused about the fact that the babies need to have glowing eyes because glowing eyes are vampiric and the babies are vampiric, if you get what I mean. For some reason, though, that hasn't happened with these two. So initially, I was going to change the eyes back to a glowing one, but they kept reverting. So I did try and change the eyes to glowing eyes, but then it reverted back to the normal eyes. And then I just decided, you know what? In the past, none of our vampire children have had issues with glowing eyes, so if they inherited somehow normal eyes, I'm gonna keep them with normal eyes. And let's take a look. So they both have normal eyes, but they have different colored normal eyes. So Lagatha, she has green eyes. Look at that. Look at those green eyes. She's got green eyes, and her sister Meredith has brown eyes. So she's got brown eyes, Lagatha's got green eyes, none of their eyes are glowing. They also have rounded ears, guys. They also have round ears. They don't have little points. They don't have little points. So, weirdly enough, these two have actually turned out looking the most mortal. They don't look vampiric in any way, shape, or form. So, I don't know what that says about their father. I mean, yes, they're girls, which is a win for us, but at the end of the day, at least in previous generations, ears, eyes, huge status thing, talks about blood purity, and the fact that these two don't have any vampiric indicators might just kind of, I don't know if it would turn things against Emmanuel, but it might say something about how Emmanuel has tainted the bloodline with the taint that he's been carrying because he is of tainted blood, with his rounded ears and such. His daughters have turned out looking literally like spellcaster babies. I mean, the spellcasters are trying to become more vampiric, but then you have vampire children who look really normal. I don't know how the court's gonna take that, especially as they grow up. If they grow up in a good climate, it might not be a big deal. If they don't, then that might be a cause for concern as they age. And this is one of the reasons why the queen, makes a trip to see the kids as they're getting older because they want to see those indicators. They want to see the eyes and the ears, but these girls, they haven't inherited any. Now, I'm going to bring the queen down so that she can... I feel like she needs to snuggle these kids. I wanted to snuggle both of them. But yeah, we've got that going on. What does it say about Emmanuel? Now, also, a bunch of us were very, very sad that Major did not become the commander and that Emmanuel did. I feel that way, guys, and I know a bunch of you did in the comments as well, but I was dealing with it thinking that, well, Emmanuel is more skilled, but also he has twin daughters, so in terms of status and in that regard, he's done really well. So, there's more reason why people would be, maybe should be in support of him. But now, Major has given us twin daughters. But not only twin daughters, his daughters are royal, whereas Emmanuel's daughters are noble. And then on top of that, Emmanuel's daughters don't even look vampiric. They have none of the vampiric indicators, but I'm almost confident that the princesses will have vampiric indicators unless something goes wrong with their eyes. It shouldn't, though, because both Aphrodite and Major are pure-blooded Salazars, and they definitely will have the sharp ears because both Major and Aphrodite have sharp ears. So, judging by that, Major and Emmanuel kind of seem like they're on even ground. Emmanuel seems to have less going for him than Major at this point. And traditionally, Major has everything that you would require of a good commander. right? He's got the twin daughters. He's got the vampiric eyes, vampiric ears, and he's quite skilled. If Emmanuel was not in the running, Emmanuel would have been... Sorry, if Emmanuel wasn't in the running, Major would have been the next commander. So, I don't know. Things are looking the way they are. Okay, did you snuggle? Who are you snuggling? Are you gonna snuggle Lagatha? I don't know where Lagatha went. I think someone took Lagatha somewhere. Where did you guys take the baby? Where is the baby? Seriously, where is that kid? I don't know where she is. Where has she disappeared off to? Hold on a second. There's one here. Where's the other one? Where is the other child? She's not here. Where'd she go? I don't think anybody's taken her up here. Yeah, her dress, I think, kind of... Oh, she's in bed. Okay, she got put in bed. Right. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. She got put in bed. Queen can at least see Meredith. But Meredith, I have not really seen a toddler that is as, like, fit / thin as she is. Normally, they're very chubby. I don't know if you guys have noticed. At least in the previous generation, all the toddlers are super chubby. And just in general, I feel like they've always been chubby. Not really thin. So, that's interesting. But they look very pretty. I won't lie. Meredith and Lagatha look very pretty. But, you know, they don't look like vampire children. So I feel as though when they get older, depending on their personalities, I wonder how that's going to affect them. Obviously, they wouldn't feel as though there's anything wrong with them because they're being raised by their mother and uncle, and I feel like Ciri and Myron would make it so that the kids feel really confident about themselves and they feel as though they are valued members of the Coven and vampiric society. So I don't think they would have those kind of thoughts ingrained into them, but definitely the queen visiting and all of that would be concerned. Just a little bit, perhaps. And I think it might have to depend. Like, I think it might depend... Oh, there we go. It might also depend on, like, her own daughters. So, you know, when she comes to visit her own daughters when they grow up... Oh my goodness. What are you doing to the baby? Seriously, honey, what are you doing? Someone's gonna have to change that baby's dirty diaper. My goodness. My goodness. Go tend to Guinevere. Really quickly. Someone, tend to Guinevere. Please. Please, please, please. We're gonna have to see how the dragon twins, like, their personalities develop as they get older. I don't know if they might become self-conscious or, you know, they might not. We'll have to see, and it also depends on the personalities of the other kids in that same generation. Like, are those kids going to be making fun of Lagatha and Meredith, or are they going to look up to Lagatha and Meredith? And as a result, it won't be nearly as much of a big deal. Ay, ay, ay. Really, can nobody tend to the baby? Is nobody able to change the baby's diaper? Is this difficult? Saphyra, you can do it. There we go. There we go. She is doing it. Excellent. Now, I don't know why everyone's picking up the babies and putting them down and being really weird about it. I have no clue. But Lagatha must be tired. Aww. But I'm fairly sure Lagatha is the fussy one, her sister's the clingy one. But yeah, oh, look at them. Light brown hair. They look lovely, though. They look lovely. Since they are identical, I think it's fun that one has green eyes and one has brown eyes because you could tell them apart a little bit because of that. So that's kind of nice. I like that bit of variation in them. Okay, well, this visit has been an interesting one. I feel like now that the queen has kind of seen the kids, she's already met with her daughters, so she knows where they are and that they're fine. And now that she's seen the youngsters, I feel as though she might want to discuss that with, you know, some of the others. I mean, even our spellcaster, does she have sharp ears? I don't actually know if she does. She might have sharp ears. I think she has sharp, yes she does, look at that. There's like a, hold on oh jeez, hold on a second. Hold on a second. Where is it? Where is it? I thought I saw the point of her ears poking out of her hair. Apparently not. I don't know. I feel like she might have sharp ears. I don't know. She does. She does. Look at that. Look. I'm sorry. I probably look like a psycho right now. Oh, she has sharp ears. Look at that. Do you see that little point? Do you see that? Do you see that little point, guys? Look at that. That is the tip of her ears. She has sharp ears. I was trying to get there. I didn't get there in the end. But even our spellcaster looks more vampiric. What is it going to say about those dragon kids if the little spellcaster looks more vampiric? A non-vampire looks more vampiric than them. I don't know. I mean, if it becomes a bit of a deal, then obviously no one's going to blame Ciri. I feel like the vampires are going to start blaming Emmanuel for tainting the bloodline, for passing on those the tainted genes. Now, with these guys, if you, in terms of the whole royal noble thing, the dragon babies, they're noble babies. They're a cadet branch of the Salizars, but they don't count as royalty. They're noble. Zelda would have been royalty. She would have counted as royalty, but Galaxia, Saphyra, Ciri, they don't count as royalty. They're all nobility. A direct relative of the queen counts as royalty. So the queen's mother, the queen's sisters, the queen's daughters, the queen's nieces don't count. So that's kind of where we're at. But okay, I feel as though with this visit complete, we should be good to head back to the castle. Oh, look at everyone. They've gathered here. I think we should be good to head back to the castle and settle down. Maybe keep an eye on the Sims to see if like anyone has any thoughts on the kids and how they look. Maybe we could even invite Lagatha and Meredith to the castle at some point. That might be nice. We might do that actually. So we'll take them back and I'll see you guys in a bit. It is 7 a.m. on Sunday. The rest of the vampires have headed back to the castle, but our spellcaster, our alchemist, Lady Angel, is somewhere else entirely. She has made a trip to the Magic Realm Academy with her apprentice Mirabella so that they can begin their training together. Now, before we dive into some dueling and potion making, I want to give you guys a run of this lot, which is so cool. Hold on a second. Let's take a look. Now, I'll put the creator in the description of this video so you can find this lot, download it, put it in your own games. But look at how amazing that is. It's got glass roofs up here, but look at how fun that looks. It's more filled out than what comes with EA. I mean, a lot of builds that have renovated the place but I love it. It's like a mix between a castle and academy, like in terms of appearance, and it just looks awesome. But let's head on down. So ground floor, you come up here. You've got this place in the middle for dueling, of course, which is just perfect and ideal because you do need space to duel with each other. But then you have like these little alcoves, which is so cute, with a whole bunch of chairs. It's covered in bookshelves, and then you've got a ton of different classrooms. So classrooms slash study rooms. I mean, look, you come in here, you've got these kind of like this dining table, but I suppose it's not really used as a dining. I imagine it'd be used as study tables. You've got cauldrons, places to sit, even more study tables here. It looks amazing. And then you have another kind of classroom slash potion area. Another one here, bathroom sprinkled throughout. You've got the kitchens, which looks really cool. So dining room, and then you've got lovely kitchen setup. Outside, you've got these gardens with all sorts of plants that you could probably use for you know, your magical concoctions and any potions that you create. So it's already started, and you've got gardens on both sides as well. Obviously, you can add more things to it. There's space for that. You go down, wait, from here, I think. Oh, okay. So if you come into this room, you come around. There's like this secret kind of pathway down. And it's like a hangout area over here. You've got a few more techie things. And then I think from the kitchens... No. Yes, from the dining room is this other entrance. And just look at this. It's like a little club room almost. That looks so cool. Come down here, even more cauldrons, bookshelves, fireplaces. And then if you go upstairs, look at this. Look at this. We've got like a piano, sitting area. You've got these cute little tables. You can imagine the spellcasters meeting other spellcasters, you know, over coffee or something like that. We've got this pretty balcony. And then you have little alcoves, like I said. And then actually these alcoves, you've got like study areas, this little study rooms, and you come up through the ladder and there's even more study rooms. So that's kind of cool. Whole bunch of cauldrons out here. It's just almost like a performance area as well. So, you know, I imagine the spellcasters hosting events, dinners, those kind of things for people from different kingdoms and queendoms and empires, because this magic realm is through a portal in another dimension entirely, right? So I like to think that all of the spellcasters that come here are not from one particular place, they're from everywhere. So if they, you know, need to connect with someone who's in a different empire altogether, they don't have to travel huge distances, they just agree to meet in the magic realm and they both portal themselves through to this place. Look at this, even more cauldrons over here. Look at that, that is just lovely. Beautiful, picturesque. More cauldrons, almost like a workshop kind of station here as well with the gardens. It's just lovely. And then if you go up, we have some bedrooms. So if our Sims are staying here for a long period of time, they need to sleep, they need to rest, they've got access to pretty much everything. Okay, now that we've gotten that out of the way, our alchemist is getting a little bit hungry, but I think we can manage to maybe get a duel in. Now we know that Mirabella has been dying to duel. At the dueling grounds. Huh. Well, that would be interesting. We can offer magical training! Yes, that's what we want. We want to offer her some magical training blitz. That's exactly what we need. And I wonder if we can do that now because we have gained some rank since we last hung out with Mirabella, perhaps, from all the potion making, I imagine. So give us some magical training as is needed. There we go. Perfect. This is what we need. We need to give us some magical training. We can duel here and there. Help out. Is that with the training? Or is that with something else? I don't know. Dismiss evil ways. I wonder how they would balance each other's personalities out, because Lady Angel is good and then her apprentice Mirabella is evil. Okay. Yeah, we don't want to do any of these. We could give a potion, but we're not going to. No, honey, you make your own potions. We worked hard for that. Now, we could go to the dueling grounds. We could do a magic duel here. I kind of want to duel for knowledge right over here. So I might do that. And actually, I can kind of see how they would duel for knowledge with Mirabella, because I imagine Mirabella, even if Angel advises her that she's not ready to take certain steps, she'd probably research a whole bunch of secret, forbidden, magical spells and skills, and whenever she has a duel with her master next, she'd probably just go ahead and, you know, throw some unchecked things at her. And I can imagine how Lady Angel would learn from that. She probably had a hurling fireball thrown in her direction. So she would learn, okay, so I suppose that's a spell one can learn. But yeah, okay, Mirabella, train well. Try not to get yourself killed. Or kill us, I suppose. There we go. So she's going to continue doing her own little magical thing. And then, obviously, there are other mentors that she can go to if she needs people who have resources, like the sages, right? They're very accomplished in their particular line of spells. So you've got the Sage of Practical Magic over here, Yusuf. Look, all sorts of people here making potions, studying. It's amazing, I tell you. And then we have this dude, Sage of Untamed Magic. There's a mischief guy. I don't know where he's gone. There is, oh, he's up here. Sage of Mischief Magic. So, you know, if anyone needs extra help, they can always go to these particular Sims. But Mirabella, that's for like added guidance. Angel is supposed to be her master, so Angel's the one who's supposed to guide her with her in magical path and train her. I don't know if you'd call like her trainer, her teacher. Master feels a bit, you know. So yeah, this is her teacher, I suppose. I don't know. I haven't figured out the correct term. Like, I know Mirabella is Angel's apprentice, but I haven't decided what Angel's status slash title should be in this relationship, at least. I mean, we have teacher, we have trainer, we have master. Maybe trainer? I'm not entirely sure. I haven't decided. I don't know yet. I don't know just yet. Okay, so they've done that. Why don't you guys go for a duel in that case? If you've wrapped up. Let's duel for knowledge since we've wrapped up our training. Come on, we've concluded the training. And this way also I'm hoping that where is you? This way I wonder if because I didn't see that. At least I didn't notice. If Angel's skill goes up when she's trying to train Mirabella with magic. Regardless, I'm sure it goes up if she's dueling. I hope it does. It definitely goes up when she's doing potions. There we go. Are folks gonna come down to watch this duel? Look at that. They look so cool. Angel looks so cool, I tell you. Angel looks awesome in red, especially. Okay, there we go. Ah, there we go. Look at that malevolent magic that Mirabella's using. But I'm sorry, honey. You're gonna get your backside whooped. Because Angel, she's learned Declassify! Look at that. Now this is interesting because typically our alchemists would not learn additional spells from other branches of magic until they mastered alchemy. But because of this student-mentor relationship, her mentor, maybe that's what I'm looking for. Angel is supposed to be Mirabella's mentor. There we go. I think I like that term. So she's supposed to be mentoring Mirabella, and because of that, they're both learning kind of new things they wouldn't otherwise. I imagine mainly because Mirabella keeps hurling like all these forbidden spells that she's learned. She probably tried to curse Angel. She was trying to throw a curse at her during that duel, and Angel learned Declassify as a result. But yeah, so she's got these things like, you know, she's got a bit of mischief, a bit of untamed, because of this whole relationship. But that's going to be useful for her if she makes potions and it backfires, because that has happened. And then in Mischief, she knows Desperio. And I don't think she knows any practical. She literally knows one potion. Like, come on. She knows one flippin' potion. Okay, she is going to tend to her needs. Why don't we go do that? Tend to your needs. Yeah. And then she needs to eat and such. I wonder, is there anything... She doesn't have a, Can we just eat something really quickly? Let's just have some chips. I think, yeah, she doesn't have the practical spell to just conjure up meals. That would be useful. That would be really cool and useful. But, yeah, she doesn't have that. She's gonna quickly eat something. I did actually want her to do some, you know, potion stuff with Mirabella, but we might leave that to a different episode. I think meeting Mirabella for a duel is good. At least we got started on something. And hopefully if we can make this a bit of a frequent thing, then, you know, whenever Mirabella is ready to assume power, she's not going to start off with basic skills. She's going to have a little bit of something. So that's good. I think after Angel's done here, we're going to head back to the castle and see if we can invite the Dragon Twins over, because I want to spend a little bit more time with them. And also, I want to see what the others feel about this whole, you know, non-vampire situation with their appearance. Like, what is everyone's take on it? We have yet to figure out. What the heck is Ciri doing? What is she doing? What is this pop-up? No, Ciri, no! We don't do this in the Empire. You can't just go and make up numbers just because you're married. You've already had twins. This is not allowed. It isn't sanctioned. Look at the pop-up. Look at this. We've been thinking about trying for a baby lately. Do you think we should do it? We want to, but we're not sure. It's a huge responsibility. What do you think? Heck no, honey. What? Of course you shouldn't. Oh, jeez. A child? They're annoying. Don't do it. I love how that's an option that's come up, because normally we don't have that with the others. I wonder if it's because it's Saphyra, so she's got slightly different options because she hates children. Because our first one is yes. I mean, I wouldn't, but you should. But no. Oh, geez. Reality check. Heck yeah. We don't need more numbers. We don't need you to not listen to us and go and do something you're not supposed to. Like what, having a secret child? No, thank you. We don't have space for that. We don't have space for that, honey. We don't have space for you to rear a secret child. My goodness. Okay. Angel has returned from the Magic Realm, and I freaked out because the first thing that was thrown in our direction was that message from Ciri. So, no. I mean, nobody else knows you're married. Who are you trying for a child with? You live with your twin brother, you know. So no. Let's not do that. Please, don't do that. Ay, ay. And also, the queen decides all breedings, and, you know, that's... I don't think she'd be happy with that, because she hasn't approved it. She hasn't flippin' approved it. But let's check out what everyone else is doing, how they're feeling. Starting with Saphyra, who got that very shocking message and quickly sent a reply advising her sister not to. I wonder if Ciri is getting worried that her children don't have vampiric indicators. And she's thinking, maybe Emmanuel has said something about it. Maybe he came to a visit, like he did a secret visit to the Creature Cradle, and he saw that his daughters didn't have glowing eyes or Ciri's sharp ears, and he was disappointed. And so Ciri's starting to freak out because she's wondering if the other vampiresses feel the same, or they're thinking the same thing, that something's wrong with the babies. So she wants to make up for it by trying for another one. No, Ciri, no. Saphyra advised her against it, thank goodness, but she wants to be mean to a child now. Oh, goodness. There are no children to be mean to. I mean, you have the youngsters that we could actually, we need to invite them. I think the queen's going to invite Lagatha and Meredith. So let's start off by doing that. I didn't want to invite them straight away when everyone came home, because I wanted to give the babies some rest, because they were quite tired and they were sleeping when we went to visit. Oh, she feels protective of someone nearby. That's sweet. That's actually very nice. Okay, Meredith and Lagatha, let's wait for the little ones to show up. Hopefully they do. They should kind of show up at the front, if anything. We'll see. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed they show up soon. Come on, itty bitties. I don't know where they are. They said they would be over. Let us try again. Yes, Galaxia likes wellness. Of course she does. I hope she can invite them. Maybe we need to get one of the others to do it. Yeah, they're actually not that close with Aphrodite. Makes sense. They're probably closer with Galaxia and Saphyra because, you know, the aunts. Let's get them to invite the youngsters over. We'll get Galaxia to try, actually. Galaxia might manage to convince the youngsters to come. So we'll do that. If they don't show up, that's going to be sad. Like, I have no other way of inviting them because they are toddlers, as unfortunate as it is. But look at Major. He's got the black armor. That's what the older males, like some of the older generation, have going on. They've got the black armor. Huh, the youngsters aren't showing up, which is unfortunate. I suppose they can't visit? They don't want to visit? Oh no, there we go. There they are. There they are. Here's Lagatha. Here is Lagatha. Give blessing of youth. That is so cute. Is that a thing? I didn't know that was a thing. But seriously, what is that? Like, what is that? What is blessing of youth? I hope I haven't done something to reverse their ages. My goodness. I wonder what that is. I haven't really had that ever show up. Give blessing of youth. Also, please don't. Why would you come out? Oh my goodness. What is happening to this child? What was that? What was that? I don't even know what was going on. Ciri! Ciri! Guys, I don't know what's going on with Ciri. She literally sent a message to Saphyra asking this same question not too long ago. Saphyra promptly said no, and now she's approaching Galaxia about it. I mean, they're her two sisters, so that makes sense. But no, Ciri, no. I think I was right, guys. I think Ciri is concerned about the way her daughters look because Emmanuel probably said something to her, and I think she doesn't want to bring him down and she wants to make up for it, so she desperately wants to try for another baby. But that's not allowed because the queen hasn't approved of another pregnancy from you. And also, even if she did, you wouldn't be allowed with Emmanuel because you're not supposed to be with the same male twice. And you can't exactly say, well, he's my husband because you guys aren't allowed to be married. So, no, we don't think it's a good idea. We don't think it's a good idea. I think Ciri is really, really worried about it. That's why she keeps bringing it up. But, oh, what is this? This is interesting. Also, the queen is burning. Have you given both of them blessings? I don't think you gave Lagatha a blessing. But what is this? I want to see. Let's open the sim profile. Fun. Oh, Festival of Youth? Oh, that's sweet. I didn't realize it was a Festival of Youth, apparently. I suppose it is? Hold on a second. Festival of Youth. Ah, okay. Well, that's adorable. That's adorable. We gave this one a blessing. We'll give the other one a blessing too. But also, honey, you are burning. So let's try and get indoors if possible. Let's try and get inside, please. Please. Let's go in. Don't hang around outside. Get in. Get in. Hopefully the kids come on as well and don't keep hanging around in the porch. Come on, kids. Let's come in. Let's come in. Do you not want to come in? You know what? We'll just, we'll form a group with the youngsters and we'll bring the youngsters inside because they don't want to listen to us. We'll just, get everyone to sit on the couch. Let's see if they can make it. They should be able to. They can waddle, right? Look at that. Look at that. They can walk like penguins. Nice. We'll get them in. We'll get them in. Nice and safe. Safe and sound. Okay, excellent. Come on, kiddos. Come on. Meredith is definitely thinner than Lagatha. She definitely is. Good. Come on, kiddos. There we go. Just convene. Everyone convene. I just wanted them inside. We can disband the group. once they're in there, though. But let's check out what everyone's feeling. Now, Saphyra wants to be mean to a child. I don't know if you can be mean to a toddler. Can you even be mean to a toddler? Can you? Because really, she was like, you know, all nice and everything with the kids. You can be mean to them. Okay, well, for whatever reason, you know what? Guys, maybe Saphyra disapproves of, I mean, they are her nieces, but maybe she disapproves of them because they don't have vampiric indicators. Maybe that's what's going on. Maybe that's why she wants to be mean to them. And then Galaxia wants to view a piece of art. I think Galaxia is unsure, maybe, about how to feel. On one hand, they are her nieces. On the other hand, they don't follow in the... They don't follow in what the vampires are used to, what they want in their children, at least not externally. But I think maybe she would want to consult with their histories, and their, like, their culture, which is why I think she wants to view a piece of art. Maybe she wants to reflect on it, and see if there were examples of kids like this in the past and how they were treated in the coven, and, you know, if there's a precedent for a normally a child, then maybe it's not all too bad. I think she's on the fence. Aphrodite wants to throw a party. Okay, so she wants to have a bit of a celebration with a bunch of people. Maybe she wants to invite the males over. I can kind of see that happening. Maybe with the queen. I feel like perhaps the queen doesn't see it as that big of a deal with Meredith and Lagatha, but I feel as though that's only because she's still so caught up in the fact that she had twin daughters herself, and she knows for sure that her twin daughters are going to, you know, be as vampiric as possible. So she probably wants to celebrate that. You know, she sent soldiers out to spread news of this in the queendom, and I think maybe she wants to bring her male relatives, you know, Lord Frederick and the soldiers in, especially the older generations like Major and such, so they can celebrate the fact that the queen has been so successful at having an heir to spare. So because there's that going on, I feel like it overshadows the whole issue with these two not looking too vampiric. So just as well, the queen's attention is not really on them. Lady Yuki wants to play an instrument. I think Yuki doesn't mind. I don't think Yuki has a problem with the two youngsters. I think she probably finds them. Um, let's see. She's not related to them in any way, which is why they're not showing up here, really. Apparently not, but I mean, she's not with the princesses either. Like, they're too distant of a relative. But I think that she's entirely okay with it. She doesn't feel as though there's really anything much wrong with them. She just feels as though they, you know, they're youngsters. They're youngsters in the coven. They're vampires by blood, and that's all that matters to her. And she feels like maybe they need to celebrate the fact that there is some difference in the coven, and that the coven is in a place where they're very tolerant. She feels as though maybe, you know, because they've been tolerant with spellcasters in the past, that should extend to their own vampiric kin. So yeah, she's for them, I reckon. She's for them. Queen's not paying attention. Galaxia's on the fence. Saphyra doesn't like them. Angel. What does Angel want to do? Angel wants to hug someone. Aww. That's cute. Angel wants to hug someone. Maybe she wants to hug the little ones. I think Angel, being a spellcaster, even though she looks vampiric, she understands why she fits in so well into this whole coven lifestyle. And she understands how it was hard for alchemists in the past who didn't look like her to fit in. And so maybe she understands the struggle the younger ones are going to go through growing up. And maybe she wants to give them a hug because she feels so sorry for them. Aww. it's so sad. But okay, I think this is a good place for us to wrap up. We got to see Lagatha and Meredith. We kind of got a taste of, you know, what's everyone like, what everyone is thinking of in terms of the twin girls, and we even got to spend a little bit of time at the Magic Realm training Mirabella. So I think this is a good place to leave off, and we'll have to see how things progress next time. But okay, guys, with that said and done, I'm gonna leave off. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Bye bye.